Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into this video. Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. This is the first part to our nail week finale. For today's nail set, we are doing a nail set that I have been thinking about ever since I saw it, and I knew like I had to save this one for last. So here is the nail inspiration for today. It is such a cute pink winter sweater nail set. I know we've already done pink winter nails and we have done sweater nails already too, but this one is just different. Something about this one is just so cool. Like, it's the pearls, it's the French tips, it's the design, it's like the half and half with the white and the pink. It's so good. And one of the parts that I'm most excited for, I don't really know what it's called. It's like that icy look underneath the nail. So we're gonna do that today. I'm going to show you guys how to do it, but also I don't really know how to do it, so I don't so let me just show you everything that we're going to need today. So for the polygels, we're going to use a clear polygel, a white polygel, and a nude polygel. So I'm so sick of doing one colored nails. We've been doing that literally all week and I'm just tired of it. So we are going to do French tips using polygel. For the gel polishes, I just have a white and a light pink. For the 3D textured nail art, I'm using this clear acrylic dip powder. And then for nail decorations, I have this case of different size pearls and also these pink charms, but we're going to use this heart right here. And then for the ice underneath the nail art, I think you can use rhinestone glue for this, and I don't have saran wrap, which is what they normally use for this. So I'm going to use a plastic bag. And my little sister told me to stretch it so that it becomes thinner so that it will actually crinkle correctly. So all I have is a Ziploc bag and we're going to try that and hope it works. So that is pretty much all we're going to need, and let's just get right into this nail set. Okay, so we're just going to skip the nail prep. My nails are already prepped from the last time I've been doing my nails. So I just put on a peel off base coat and now I'm going to size out the nail tips. Okay, so I'm just going to glue the tips on with some base coat and a UV flashlight. Okay, now I'm going to trim them down. I kind of want these to be long. Like, I want them to be as long as the inspiration picture, I think. I feel like that's good. Okay, so I think this length is pretty good. Now I'm just going to shape the nail tips. I'm mostly going to file on the sides and then make sure that the tip of the nail is straight. And then also I like to file over the part where the nail tip meets the natural nail. But because I have the peel off base coat on and stuff, I don't want to file too deeply. So I only lightly file over this part just to make it smoother. Okay, now I'm just going to remove the shine from the nail tips. Okay, now I'm going to add base coat onto all the nails. Okay, so we're going to get started on the polygel application. So I'm starting with this white polygel, and on the pointer finger, I'm just going to make a full nail of this color. So I'm deciding to use these other colors because it's probably just going to be faster, because if you think about it, this nail is a split nail. It's like pink and white. So when I do the nail art, I'm just going to have to paint on both sides when I could just paint on the one side of the pink and I'll already have a white base. And plus I wanted to use different polygel. I was seriously getting very sick of using the same ones. So I just pushed this polygel back towards the cuticle area and I have the cuticle looking pretty good. I just want to make sure that it comes down fully on the sides. This might be enough polygel, but it also might be a little too thin, so we might possibly have to add more. But I just like to make sure that the whole tip is covered, and then I can really get to smoothing out the nail. And then if you ever need to add more polygel to the apex section, you just want to drag backwards on the nail so that some of the tip polygel can go back where you need it. And then you just want to kind of tap that in and blend that in with the polygel that was around the cuticle area. I feel like this white polygel is pretty thick. It's a bit of a different consistency than the other Makartt polygels. And also I'm pretty sure, if I can remember correctly, that white polygel is a little bit harder to cure as well. If you are using white polygel, you might want to cure this for longer than you normally do. Usually I cure most of my polygels for 30 seconds and that normally works for me, but I'll probably cure this for a full minute just to make sure that it's cured all the way through. And I will probably cure the underside as well. Yeah, I think we'll need to add more because this is pretty thin. I'm just going to smooth this out the best I can, and then we'll go back in with another layer. Okay, so the structure of this nail is not really how I would want it. I would like a little more thickness around the middle of the nail, and also the tip of the nail is super thin. So I'm just going to put a little more polygel by the cuticle area. Okay, so now I'm going to do the pinky nail, and I'm going to make this a full clear nail. This is the one that's going to have the crackly ice underneath. Okay, so for the last 3 nails, I'm going to make them all French tips. So I'm going to start with the nude color, and I'm going to put this at the cuticle area, and then I'm just going to shape this into that long almond shape. Okay, so I'm not even going to shape this nude part because it's going to be outlined in pearls anyway, so I just don't feel like it's necessary to do that extra step of filing this part of the nail. We're just going to move on, and so I'm just going to start putting on all the tips of the nails, and they are all going to be white. Okay, so all of the polygel is on now. Here's how the nails are looking. I feel like the French tips are so nice. It's so satisfying to look at these French tips. From the top, they look great, but from the side, they are definitely odd, with the nude part being much thicker than what it needs to be. But whenever I make French tips out of polygel, I like to make this nude part thicker so that when I file the nail, it'll leave a crisper line between the two colors. And I have not done a French tip out of polygel in so long, and I kind of really missed it. Like, it just looks so good. So we are going to get shaping these nails now. I just have my Makartt dust collector and a hand file, and yeah, we are just going to get reshaping these. Okay, so here are how the nails look after they have been shaped. So shaping did take me a long time. You know, I do like to do my French tips out of polygel, but I feel like just to reshape it and take down the bulk of the nail, yeah, you know, I could have probably used a different nail drill bit, I'm gonna be honest. But still, shaping the French tip nails just take a little extra time, so it's like, it's kind of up to preference if you would rather draw on the French tip or if you would rather put the French tip on using a polygel, but these do look very pretty. And I was filing them so aggressively, I do not know how they are still stuck on here right now. Okay, so we are gonna get started drawing on all this pink nail art. I kind of do enjoy that I don't have to do any of the white nail art. So I'm just gonna start on the pointer finger, and this one's going to be the half pink and half white nail. And now I'm going to do the half pink French tip for this nail. Okay, and finally for the pinky nail, I'm going to draw that straight piece near the cuticle area. So I almost forgot to do one of our most important pieces of this design. So before I move on anymore, we're going to do that crackly ice type of nail art on the underside of this pinky nail. This plastic is probably going to be too thick to crinkle up in the rhinestone glue. Maybe not, but I do want it to be thinner. So I'm just going to stretch it a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to use rhinestone glue, and I'm going to put this on the inside of the pinky nail. Then I'm going to take this stretched up piece of plastic bag and just mush it into the rhinestone glue and crinkle it up. Okay, so I probably should have done this part before I shaped. So I need to take off some of these extra parts at the edges. Okay, so we have all of the base nail art done. Now we are going to add on a layer of matte top coat to all of the nails because the next nail art is going to be covered in the dip powder. Okay, so starting on the next nail art, we're going to do the sweater design on this half and half nail. Okay, so on the middle finger, this one's going to be a sweater nail. We've done this a few times this week already, but it's just sweater nail art, but with the hearts in the middle. And then on the half and half French tip, this one's gonna have a pink snowflake on the white side, and then it's gonna have a white snowflake on the pink side. And the snowflakes I'm drawing are kind of different from the normal ones that we do. This one, the dots are a little bit more spread out, so that way it would fit better on the nail. And then for the pinky nail, on the pink part of the nail, this one's also going to have sweater nail art. And then for the thumbnail, this one's going to be half and half sweater nail art. So on the pink side, I'm just doing the pink half. And then I'm doing the white half, but my camera cut out, but this is how it turned out. So now we are just going to get putting on all of the pearls to the nails. And on the pointer finger, this one's going to have a row of pearls down the middle, starting from a big pearl going down to the smallest pearl. I really love that look. It is so pretty, and I just want to keep looking at it. On the middle finger, this one's going to be outlined in pearls, but in the middle it's going to have that big pink heart charm. And then kind of the same thing on the ring finger. This one's also going to be outlined in pearls, but in the center it's just going to have bigger pearls. And then in the center of the French tip between the two colors, it's going to have a row of pearls. And now for the pinky nail, I'm just going to top coat the tip of the nail where the ice part is, but I'm still going to paint rhinestone glue in between the two so that way I could stick on the pearls. And now we are just going to add on some cuticle oil. And here are how the nails turned out. Please let me know what you guys think of this nail set in the comments. Do you guys see why I had to leave this nail set for the end of our nail week marathon? This nail design is so cute. If I had to choose a winter nail set, it would be this one. I just love everything about it. This is my type of nail set. I love the half and half colors. I just feel like that is so cool and something that we don't do often. All of the 3D nail art is so pretty with this set. Like everything just works so well together. It is such a good design. I also really love how the icy crackling nail art turned out. That nail art is so cool and seriously reminds me of ice and winter. I also really love how the matte looks over the nude polygel we have. It just looks so soft and makes the pink color just so pretty. I also did the crescent moon nail shape for this set. The tips of the nails are curved in a little bit. I also really love that touch. Like something about adding that to your nails, it just makes the nails feel so different. But yeah, this was our nail set for Christmas Eve. I can't believe Christmas is literally tomorrow as you guys are watching this video. Just stay tuned for the nail set that we're going to be doing on Christmas. That nail set is literally so extravagant. It's so crazy and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. But that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all tomorrow. Bye!